These are our, y'all have been generous enough to let us come once a month and introduce our Spotlete athletes of the month. And this is our Spotlete athletes for the month of September. All the sports that are in season right now or the sports that will be spotlighted. So in 3 months, we'll have basketball, and then get into baseball and softball and track. And all these are seniors, I believe. Correct, everybody? Well, one junior. They're all seniors. I'm going to call them up here real quick, and they'll give you. They'll talk just a little bit about themselves and what they're involved in, and what their plans are in the future. First is Riley Dunson. Evan Kennedy. Emily McAdams. Aaron Stanley. Stephanie Trevino was unable to be here. She's taking a test, so we'll get her on the line. And then Brooke White. Right, we'll start down here with Ron. They're going to kind of go through and talk just a little bit about them, about themselves.
Okay. Hi, I'm Riley Dunson. I'm the daughter of Jay and Jennifer Dunson. I'm currently 17 years old and a senior at the high school. I do a lot of extracurricular activities both inside and outside of school. And inside the school, I'm a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council. I also play soccer and run track. And then I'm the vice president of the American Sign Language Club and the captain of the varsity cheerleading squad. Outside of school, I've been dancing since I was 2 years old. And I still currently take classes both in Livingston and on Alaska. And then I'm also an active member at First Baptist Church. After graduating, I hope to attend a 4-year university to follow undergraduate studies before deciding on a major. And currently, I am in the top 10% of my class, and I'm taking both AP and dual credit classes at the high school and Angelina College. And when I graduate, I will have about 30 hours of college credit completed. It's an honor to be the student spotlight, one of the student spotlights this month, and thank you for having me.
Super.
Hello, my name is Evan Kennedy. I am one of the student athlete spotlights of the month. I am a junior at Livingston High School, and it's going to be kind of hard to top that, but I'm going to try. So, I'm the son of Stephen Kennedy and Destiny Pennington. I'm a junior at Livingston High School, like I said, and I am attending Angelina College as well, taking English and History. I will graduate in the class of 2018, and whenever I graduate, I will also have 24 hours accumulated of English and History and Speech and Government. I am in many different activities. I'm in band. I play the mellophone, or that's the marching French horn. I play French horn during concert season. I switched from trumpet from junior high. I am number 1 on the varsity tennis team, and we're currently 3-1 in district right now. And I am also in Skills USA. I represent the woodshop portion, and I am in entrepreneurship. In entrepreneurship, we create a small business, and of course this is all just, the logistics and whatnot. We don't actually make this business, but we present it to a panel of judges on district, and then if we do well enough, we get first or second place at district. We then advance to state. My freshman year on this team, we advanced to state and placed 3rd in the state, so it was really, really cool experience getting to go in there for a week to Corpus Christi and compete there. I am 3rd in my class with a GPA of 5.875, and I plan to uphold that rank as the year progresses and on into next year. I plan to graduate and then move forward to either University of Houston or Texas A&M at Galveston and pursue a naval architecture degree, but that's still kind of in the works, undecided.
Super, man.
We ask you to use the microphone Hello?
Hi.
That's weird.
Hold it down.
Hi, my name's Emily McAdams. I'm a senior. I play volleyball. I'm an outside hitter right now in district. We are 3-1, so we're doing pretty good. We have a good chance at playoffs actually, which we haven't gone to in a really long time. I am currently 5th in my class, and I have a GPA I think of 5 points, maybe 5.7 or 7.6 or something like that. I'm really not sure. I am the daughter of Mary and Joseph McAdams. I have 2 older brothers who both attend college, and they're both doing very well. One attends an SFA, and one goes to Northern Arizona University. My future plans, I plan to try to get a scholarship to go for volleyball right now. So I'm really on the fence about where I'm going to go because of that. So it just depends on who will offer me the best. I don't know quite what I want to do yet. I think I'm either going to do business or become a physical therapist. And that is all about me. Thank you.
Is this good right here? All right. My name is Aaron Stanley, and I'm also a senior at Livingston High School. This year I was elected captain of our varsity football team, and I also play baseball and run track. I play middle linebacker and wide receiver in football, outfield and pitch in baseball, and I run the 400 meter in track. Academically, I participate in UIL, FFA, and I'm also ranked number 1 in our senior class this year. So that's going good. And after high school, I plan to attend, although I'm not fully decided yet, I'm kind of leaning towards the University of Mississippi to obtain a degree in architecture. Thank y'all for having me this month, and just thank y'all for having me.
Hello. Before I even begin to start to introduce myself, on behalf of all of the star athletes for this month, I just want to go ahead and thank you all for having us here. It means a great deal to us and to Coach Broussard to have y'all appreciate us as much as you do. So thank you for that. My name is Brooke White. I am a 17-year-old senior at Livingston High School. I am here for varsity tennis. I am the number 1 on the girls' side of tennis. I've been playing tennis for as long as I could hold a racket. And this will be my 4th year on varsity tennis. Other sports that I've been a part of, this year I am varsity cheerleading for the 1st year and with Riley, which is a lot of fun. And I am a 3-time regional qualifier for powerlifting. And it's interesting. Didn't see that one coming. Yeah, that's it. I am top 10% of my class, as well as I think everybody up here is. In school, I am in National Honor Society, Student Council. Those are like the main organizations that I am a part of because that upholds the school standard, I believe. And aside from in-school activities outside of school, I am also a lead singer at Central Baptist Church for the youth band. And after I graduate from Livingston High School, I want to go to Lamar in Beaumont and major in interpreting of American Sign Language. Thank you.
Incredible people. It's our youth, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Broussard, for that good job you do in school. We got anything else? All right, I guess we go now with our induction. Jenny K. Basley, they here?
How do you go by? Jenny Clay or?
Okay, can you come up, please?
Okay.
Amanda Patricia Clayman? Selman, okay, all right, I'm sorry. Claudia Hamilton, did I say that right? Oh, okay. And Jessica Smith. Oh, okay, our induction person, Don Friel, can you come up and do this induction?
Were you Sponsor, we need the sponsor.
Lion Fogelman, would you mind to come up and, okay, we do have the sponsors here that are present today, I think, right? Opening statement, Mr. Secretary, these people have been voted into this club in the normal and expected fashion. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Okay, good deal. All right. Preliminary remark. Our nation is currently in a state of turmoil. The last few days, there have been a number of incidents that have occurred that have been very disheartening and very threatening, sort of scary moments, if I may. And this country has had scary moments in the past. This country has been in conflicts in the past, and typically this country comes out ahead following a conflict because of the greatness of the nation that we are. There are three conflicts that are tied with Lionism that we sort of need to remember from time to time. First, 1879, and this won't be a test from the tail twister, the Geronimo campaign was going on in Arizona. This Indian had a tribe of folks who were really giving a hard time to the new settlers in the area and also to the Mexican government. And the United States sent federal troops to Yuma and stationed them there to try to deal with the Geronimo crisis. Even though most of us in this room sort of think he's a little bit of a hero, but anyway, he was really a bad guy. And the trick is, one of the individuals sent to capture Geronimo was a Captain Calvin Jones. He had the pleasure of bringing with him his wife, Lydia. And while in Yuma, and Captain Jones was in charge of a unit of Chiricahua Apaches, nearly 100 of them, trying to chase down Geronimo. While this was occurring, his wife had a baby, a son named Melvin Jones. And as Melvin grew up in this environment, his friends were the Indian children that were around that were not part of Geronimo's group. And he full well realized that when it was time to eat, he could go in and sit down at his mama's table and have a meal. Whereas friends ate outside with whatever had been caught or killed and cooked over an open fire. And he realized when nighttime came, he could get in a bed to go to sleep, whereas the kids he played with got to go to sleep on the ground, possibly under a tent, but go to sleep on the ground. And he grew up with this as an image of his childhood. And we're going to come back to Melvin in a few minutes, because this childhood that he went through from birth to age 7 was a very strong influence on his life later on. But now, getting to the nice folks we've got here, now we've set a little bit of timing on some of this. We all want to express our pleasure at your presence here today, and you've been invited to membership in our club and also into Lions International. Of course, this membership is a privilege. You were invited, you were sort of looked at when you didn't know you were being looked at, and the group decided, hey, those will be good folks to have in the club. We want them aboard. You're joining the world's largest, most active service organization. There are slightly over 1.3 million individuals around the globe. They are in 45,000 clubs in over 200 countries and geographical locations throughout the world. All of these individuals are dedicated to making a difference. Through your membership, you will help our club reach out to people in need. You're becoming part of a distinguished service history that dates back to the early days of World War I. Now, we've already had the Geronimo conflict. Now we're going to tie in with the United States just prior to our entering World War I. This country was in a state of turmoil. Do we join the other nations fighting the Axis that are destroying things, killing unnecessarily, trying to take the world by power? And it was during this time that a business club in Chicago, men met, sat down on Tuesdays, had their meal, and their business was much different than what we do here. They sat around at round tables, and they had the food brought to them, and it was nice food. Individually, unfortunately, I apologize for this part, it was all male, but anyway, that was sort of a mark of the day. It wasn't until 3 years later that women got the vote, but that was a great day. But anyway, we won't get off into that part of history yet. But anyway, the men would sit around trying to sell things to each other. Hey, Charlie, I saw that you had a new mayor at your place. Don't you need a Surrey? I sell Surreys down at my place. Why don't you come to the hardware store that I own? I've got some paint, and we could get your house painted up some nice. I tell you one thing, if you'll let me take you out this little farm I got at the edge of town and let me sell it to you, you can have the best garden you ever did. I mean, this was the kind of conversation that went on. Well, one of the members was Melvin Jones. Now, let's remember, Melvin was born in a little different area than most of these men were born in. He had a full realization, hey, there are some folks out there who have needs. We are well off, thank you very much. In fact, one of his fellow members, at the time that this was going on, owned 4 counties in the state of Arkansas. Lock, stock, and barrel, they were his. I mean, these were people with power, money, and influence. Well, Jones said, hey guys, with all the power we've got, with all the brains we've got, why don't we start getting together and try to help needy individuals? Well, the group agreed with this concept, and they started contacting similar business organizations around the country. And an organizational meeting was held in 1917 in Chicago. The group assumed the name of the Association of Lions Clubs. And now we Texans are sort of proud because after this group met in June, then in the fall, in October of 1917, they held their first national convention in Dallas. Now, they weren't smart enough to come to Houston, but at least they got close. They got it. But they were coming for Chicago, so getting to Dallas was a pretty good trip for them. But they got to Dallas. And so, if I may, individuals in Texas were the first ones really exposed to what Lionism might be, because this is where the first meeting was held. At this gathering, there was a definition that was set to the association, and they set up their constitution, bylaws, objects, code of ethics, things of this nature. And then from this small beginning in Dallas, Lions Club members have been volunteering their time and talent to meet the needs of others ever since. The Lions are especially dedicated to serving the blind and the visually impaired. Now, this commitment began in 1925 when Helen Keller spoke to the National Convention and asked if the Lions would pick up the gauntlet and would serve as Knights of the Blind. And we picked up that gauntlet and we have run with it. We currently provide eyeglasses for needy children. We now have more eye banks than any other organization in the world. We now have surgical centers. We have rehabilitation centers for adult blind, not for school children, but for adult blind. So states provide the training for children. But if an adult's blind, we provide training for the adults. Anyway, that is, we've been playing around with visually impaired as well as other handicaps forever. Now let's see, we had the Geronimo campaign, got World War I tied into it. Okay, the next big one was World War II. Okay, whoa, wait a minute, just before World War II got started, The Livingston Lions Club was organized and chartered in 1941, the spring before we entered World War II. For 75 years, this club has tirelessly served those in need here in Polk County. Now, there's a number of projects that we have to produce funds. We have golf tournaments, mop and broom sales, Christmas tree sales, fish fries, raffles, candy sales, and whatever I've left off the list. Some chairman in the room is going to come up and whop me in the back of the head and say, why didn't you mention mine? But anyway, there's plenty of work to do, okay? The monies we raise provide those eyeglasses for the needy school children like we're talking about. It sends handicapped children to a summer camp that's owned by the Lions of Texas. It provides scholarships to local students. It provides money to 15 local charities. In addition, we help the Cornea Bank in Houston, the Adult Blind Rehabilitation Center. There are 2 disaster relief foundations that we help support. You can find a number of opportunities to help other people by being a member of this club, and we're glad you're here with us. You get a chance to hone your leadership skills, your communication skills, your organizational skills, and unfortunately your political skills, although we don't talk politics here. No partisan politics allowed. Yeah, but you can develop friendships that will last a lifetime. Officers and members of this club are happy that you've chosen to help us to continue the legacy of the Livingston Lions Club. And so, if I may, since you have expressed a desire to affiliate with this club and with Lions Clubs International, I'm going to ask that you respond to my words with a simple I do or I will. Do you hereby accept membership in the Livingston Lions Club, knowing that you are encouraged to participate in all functions of the club? Okay. To the best of your ability, will you abide by the Lions Code of Ethics, attend meetings regularly, and contribute your fair share to the programs of this club, the district, and Lions International? Okay. Then I wish to offer my congratulations, because you are now officially a member of the Livingston Lions Club. And what we're going to do is ask that your sponsors get you your Lions emblem pin. In fact, Lions bid, can you help us with that part? In fact, Mr. President, would you help Miss Claudia? Lion Claudia. You got a new name. Right now, you've got a new name. And a word for the sponsors, if I may. First, I do want to thank you for bringing us the new members. Will you now pledge to guide this new person into being a great member by introducing her to each of your fellow members, and by working alongside this nice lady, these nice ladies, with upcoming projects, and by answering any questions about membership that come up in the next few months? I'm going to ask Rick all over again. Rick, will you now pledge to guide these new Lions into being great members? I'm sorry, sometimes you don't pay attention. The tail twisters noted that from time to time. Now, will you now pledge to guide the new Lions into being great members by introducing these nice ladies to each of your fellow members and by working alongside them to become great members?
I will, sir.
Okay, good deal. Okay. Y'all been wonderfully attentive, and you know full well that you're going to be asked to participate. So if I may, let me ask any dues paid member in this club, anybody who thinks their dues are up to date, please rise. And Dave is taking notes of those who are still seated. But anyway, I need you to raise your right hand and say after me, it is indeed a pleasure to all of us. It is indeed a pleasure to all of us to have you join our ranks in Lionism. Please know you can call on any of us for help. As you join us in making this a better community. Thank you very much, members. Appreciate that. One of the things as new members that you will learn is that the gentleman telling the funny stories earlier today, well, the stories, whether they were funny or not, this morning, does have the capacity to find you if he catches you acting like the businessmen did in 1917, trying to buy and sell products or get somebody to come over to your place and look at this or let you show them a home or whatever it is you might do for a living. We're not going to let you get away with that a whole lot around here. But one time only. The tail twister is completely out of the picture on this. What we're going to ask you is to come up one at a time, and we would like to know something about you, somewhat like these wonderful young persons from the school did a while ago. We need to know who you are, sort of what you do, a little bit about your family if you want, a little bit about your church if you want, a little bit about where you were born if you want, a little bit about how you make a living and how you would sure like for them to buy that new house or whatever you happen to, okay? So one at a time, blindfolded, we'll ask you to have your new member be first.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jenny Clay, and Jenny is going to tell you everything you ever wanted to know about her.
Yes, my name is Jenny Clay. It's Jenny Clay Beasley technically, but I'm going to work on that. I prefer Clay, technical there. But I have been raised in Polk County. I did spend some time in Huntsville, university, not prison. But I then moved back, and I live here just outside of town. I have Economy Portable Buildings, which I run that. My parents started it like in 1982. And since I've worked with them off and on through the years, and then over the past probably 15 years, I've been a much larger part in that. And we actually have two locations, one across the road from us, doing basically the same thing, but in an effort to grow, to get a little bit more space for all those wonderful buildings we have. And I see lots of you I know from being customers and come into our office. And Polk County has been very good to us, and we do try to give back. I'm a member of First Baptist Church. Lately I've been attending a church closer to me, our little community church of East Tempe Baptist Church. I am part of Habitat for Humanity. I'm the treasurer, and that's something that's been dear to my heart for years, but I've just now kind of joined the board there, but I've always had an interest in that. But as life changes, you see where you have more time to give and such, and it is important to me to give back in a lot of ways. If any of you have any questions about my business or me personally, I'd be glad to visit with you, and I'm looking forward to meeting all of you.
Great job.
My name's Amanda Selman. I am a member of First Baptist Church. I have a husband named John Selman, two beautiful boys, one Kason Gilbert, and he's 6, and one Connor Selman. He'll be 1 on October 2nd. I am a nurse at Angels Care Home Health, previously known as Crown Health Services. We changed our name yesterday.
Just for us.
Just for y'all.
Yes, the ambassador.
She's a workaholic, that's what she is.
So, what's your class rank and where are you going next year to school?
That's it.
Super. Great, everyone.
And New Lion Claudia, I think you're next.
Okay, great. Hi. I'm Claudia Hamilton, and I'm from California originally, but I got to Texas as soon as I could. And I'm a mother and a grandmother and a great-grandmother, and I teach for Lee College in Huntsville in the prisons. And and I heard of the Lions Club when I was teaching at the Safe House, and I always respected this organization because no matter when we called, what time we called, You always helped us. So I'm really honored to be here. Thank you.
Super to have
Hi, I work with Angels Care Home Health. We're formerly known as Crown Health Services in Livingston. I've been a registered nurse for over 5 years. I've worked in the hospital setting for 2, and I've worked in home care for 3. I love Crown Health Angels Care because of the community involvement. We believe in teaching the community and preparing the community before they go into the hospital to prevent diseases and exacerbations of things like diabetes, COPD, and CHF. We are, a fun, different fact about me is I was on TV. About 4 years ago, I was on Family Feud. We won 3, and we did win the $20,000. So, if you Google it, Google the Holcomb family, and you'll see me up there acting a fool. I was up there as a registered nurse, and I was just going to town. I'm telling you, they put those lights on you, and you can't do nothing but act a fool up there. But who knows? But if you ever know of anybody needing home care in Livingston, we do want to be your choice for community health care. That's it.